Hello children, this is Naresh Mathur, and today in this video we are going to discuss the last exercise of this chapter, that is 13.8, which is based on volume of sphere. So the formula for the volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, whereas the volume of hemisphere is 2 by 3 pi r cube. We have already discussed the formulas of the surface areas. Now in this exercise we are going to deal with the questions which is based on volume of sphere and hemisphere. So let's start with the exercise. Now in the first question we are given, we need to find the volume of a sphere whose radius is given as 7 centimeter. So simply we need to apply the formula 4 by 3 pi r cube, as radius is already given. So just put the value of radius and solve it. At the end we can get the volume of the sphere. Similarly in the second one we are given the radius as 0.63 meter. So just put the value of radius as 0.63 and we can get the answer by simply solve this equation and we get the answer. Alright, so the answer may be in approx, alright, because it depends on how much digits we are taking after the decimal, so it may be an approx. Okay, now we need to find the amount of water displaced by a solid spherical ball of a diameter. Amount of water displaced by a solid spherical ball of diameter, it means we are given diameter, we can find radius by taking half of it. Now it means we are going to deal with the volume because it is talking about amount of water displaced by a solid spherical ball. It means how much water it can contain. So we can find the volume by simply apply the formula 4 by 3 pi r cube, and radius will be taken as half of diameter. So we can easily find the volume of the water. Similarly in the next one we are given radius as 0.21 meter. So we can convert it into we can find the radius from the given diameter and simply apply the formula and get an answer. Now we have the volume in centimeter cube and meter cube, and if we want we can convert it into liter also, as because we are talking about water, we are talking about any liquid, so we can find the answer in liters also. Alright, so we can simply put in the place of meter cube as a kiloliter KL, so the answer will be the same, and in this centimeter cube we can divide it by 1000 and simply apply the unit as liter. Alright, in the next one the diameter of a metallic ball is given as 4.2 centimeter. We need to find the mass of the ball if the density of the metal is 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. See here we are given the density, and the density is given as 8.9 gram per centimeter cube. It means we need to deal with its volume, and we are given the diameter of 4.2 and we can get the radius of the ball by taking half of it. Volume of the ball can be found as simply 4 by 3 pi r cube, and for finding its mass we have a formula, that is density into volume. Density is given in the question and volume we have just find it, so we can simply find the mass by multiplying it, and at the end we will get the answer in grams. Alright, in the next one we have a similar question. The diameter of the moon is approximately 1/4 of the diameter of the earth. What fraction of the volume of the earth is the volume of the moon? We have done the same kind of question in the exercise which is based on surface areas of a sphere. Now in this question we need to find the ratio of the volume of the moon and the earth. So just start with the as the previous question, as that same question. We are given the, let the diameter of the earth be d unit, then the radius would be d by 2. Similarly, the diameter of the moon will be 1/4 of the diameter of the earth, that will be d by 4, and that's why the radius of the moon would be d by 8, because just half of d by 4. Now just put this value in the formula, that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So the 4 by 3 and 4 by pi will be cancelled out. So we have d cube by 8, we can write it as a d cube by 8. Alright, just a second, upon, it will be d cube by 8 cube is like 512. Alright, so after solving it, we'll get only 64, because it will be reciprocate. So the volume of the moon equals to 1 by 64th part of the volume of the earth. So we can say the volume of the moon, or the ratio would be 1:64 if we are taking the ratio of the moon to the earth. In the next one, we need to find how many liters milk can a hemispherical bowl of diameter 10.5 centimeter hold. It's quite simple. We just need to find the volume of a hemisphere, then we need to convert it into liters. So simply apply the formula of 2 by 3 pi r cube. As we are given diameter, we can find radius by taking half of it. Find the volume. We have volume in a centimeter cube, as we know that the relation between centimeter cube and a liter is 1000 centimeter cube equals to 1 liter. So we need to divide it by the 1000. So we can get the answer as 0.303 liter approx. Okay. Now this question, this one is good one. We are given a hemispherical tank which is made up of an iron sheet 1 centimeter thick. Okay, this is the thickness of 1 centimeter. The inner radius is 1 meter. The inner radius is 1 meter. Then find the volume of the iron used to make the tank. It means we need to find the volume of the iron which is used to make the tank. Alright, so first of all, we are given the thickness as 1 centimeter. We can convert it into meter, so it would be 0.01 meter. What should be the outer radius? See here, the inner radius is 1 and thickness is 0.1 meters, and then the outer radius would be 1.01 meter. Alright, till here we have 1 meter, and here we have 0.01 meter extra. That is the thickness. So the outer radius would be 1.01 meter. Now the volume of iron would be what? 2/3 pi r cube, means 2/3 pi r cube minus 2/3 pi r2 cube, means outer radius will be subtracted from the inner radius will be subtracted from the outer radius. So we have 2/3 pi, we can take common as 2/3 pi. It would be like r1 cube minus r2 cube. So the r1, let's say r1 cube is, r1 is 1.01 and r2 is 1 centimeter. So just put this value, and after solving it we can get an answer in meter cube. That would be 0.06348 meter cube approx. Alright, so by this we can get this is the volume of iron which has been used to make the hemispherical tank. Now we need to find the volume of a sphere whose surface area is 154 centimeter square. Now just we can use the formula of surface area of a sphere, that is 4 pi r square. We can equate 4 pi r square equals to 154. So the value of r would be 3.5 centimeter, and the volume of the sphere we can get by simply applying the formula, that is 4/3 pi r cube, by simply putting the value of radius in the formula, and at the end we can get an answer as 179, or 2/3 we can be written as 0.66 also, so it can be 179.66 centimeter cube, or we can write it in fraction also as 2/3. Easy. In the next one, we are given a dome of a building is in the form of a hemisphere. From inside, it was whitewashed at the cost of 498.96 rupees. If the cost of whitewashing is 2 rupees per square meter, we need to find its inside surface area and volume of the air inside the dome. So first we are given the cost as 498.96 rupees, and the rate was fixed at the 2 rupees per square meter. It means the inner CSA would be 498.96 upon 2, that is 249.48 meter square. Listen, we have just total paid 498.96 rupees and the rate was given as 2 rupees per square meter. It means the total surface area, so inner surface area was what? The rate, the cost upon the rate, that is 498.96 upon 2. So by this we can get the inner CSA of the dome. Now we can equate it by 2 pi r square so that we can get the value of r. So here r square is given as 39.69. By taking square root both sides, we can get the value of r, that is 6.3. Now we have the radius of the dome. We can get the volume by simply apply the formula, that is 2/3 pi r cube. Just put the value of r and get an answer. So here we have 523.90 meter cube in approx. Alright, we usually use the term approx in the mensuration because we don't have the exact value, because we know that the pi is already an irrational number, or we can it also depends on how much digits we are taking after decimals. So we just always take a round of value, so always we write approx with an answer. Alright, in the last question, it is given that 27 solid iron spheres, each of radius r, each of radius small r, and the surface area s, are melted to form a sphere. Melted to form a sphere with surface area s dash. Find the radius r dash of the new sphere and ratio of s and s dash. So first it is given that 27 spheres are melted to form a sphere. It means the total iron of 27 spheres combined to make a new sphere. It means we are talking about volume, we are doing shape recasting, or we are when we talk about the material, so it means we are going to deal with the volume. So first we need to find the volume of 27 spheres. So it would be 27 into 4/3 pi r cube, that is 36 pi r cube. Alright, so this is the volume of a new bigger sphere. Okay, so it is the volume of a new bigger sphere. Suppose we have smaller 27 spheres and they all are melted to form the bigger one. So the volume of these 27 small spheres will equals to the volume of the bigger one. So we can equate it directly with the 4/3 pi r dash cube. So simply at the end, see here, pi will be cancelled out with this pi, 4/3 will be cancelled out with this 4/3. So we have r dash cube would be equals to 27 r cube. Now taking cube root both the sides so that we can get the new radius, that is r dash equals to 3r. It means the radius of the new sphere would be 3 times of the radius of the smaller sphere. Now we need to find the ratios of s and s dash. So simply we can put the value of r as in the formula 4 pi r square, and when we apply the r equals to 3r in the place of r, so it would be 36 pi r square. See here, the formula which we have to use, that is 4 pi r dash square. Alright, r dash square. Now what is the value of r dash here? Is 3r, so it will be the square of 3r, that would be 9r square. So we can cut that pi with this pi, r square will be cancelled out with this r square, and 4 by 36 would be 1 by 9. So the required ratio is 1:9. Alright, so these are the questions which is based on the volume of spheres and hemispheres. I hope you will get this concept. If you have any kind of doubt regarding these kind of questions, then please let me know. Till then, practice these sums. Alright, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.